With 2 columns already defined for this 3D frame structure type, it's time to add rafters to the structure. From the text menu, select Geometry, Beams. The Beam dialog displays. Here, under Number, is the numeric value for the new beam instance. Note that the name for this new beam is already filled in and is not selectable because it is created based on a selected syntax in the Names of Bars and Objects dialog box. Under Properties, ensure the section type is correct. In this example, the section type is assigned to Steel Beam. Expand the Section dropdown. A list of previously assigned sections displays. Select UB 914 by 305 by 201. Next, assign endpoints for the rafter. In the drawing space, click to select the initial point at the top of a defined column. Then, click at the top of the second defined column. A rafter is displayed. In the Beam dialog, click Close. The next step in building out a structure is adding supports. From the text menu, select Geometry, Supports. The Supports dialog displays. Under the Nodal tab, select Fixed. In the drawing space, click and drag to create a bounding box around the bottom nodes of the 2 defined columns. In the Supports dialog, under Current Selection, the node numbers display. Click Apply and then Close. In the drawing space, supports appear at the bottom of the columns. Next, the rafter must be divided into smaller units in order to define purlins later in the process. In the drawing space, select the rafter. From the text menu, select Edit, Divide. The Division dialog displays. Under Division, ensure Into and Parts is selected. Next, assign the number of segments in which to divide the rafter. In this case, the rafter will be divided into 6 segments. Enter 6 in the Number of Segments field. With the option to generate nodes without bar edge division enabled, select Execute. The Division dialog changes so that you can specify how you want to cut it. Under Division, select By a Plane. Notice how the preview changes to show you how it will be cut. Under Cut by means of plane, in the X field, enter 0.25. Click Execute. Finally, in the Division dialog, under Division, with By Plane still selected, under Cut by means of a plane, in the X field, enter 14.75. Click Execute. Then click Close. Once the 2 columns and a rafter have been defined in a structure, you can repeat this support system along the structural axes that you configured previously. First, change the view of the drawing space to a 3D view. To do this, zoom out from the structure, and from the view cube, select the Home view, which is the same as the 3D XYZ command. A 3D view of the structure displays in the drawing space. Now it's time to replicate the structure. Select all elements of the structure, and then, from the text menu, select Edit, Edit, Move, Copy. The translation dialog displays. Under Edit mode, ensure the translation action is set to Copy. In the Number of Repetitions field, enter 5 so that the structure is repeated 5 times. Click Execute. The drawing space updates to contain 6 iterations of the structure in total.